Good morning, traders. This is McBillion. Today is June 18, 2015, and let's talk about the market. Let's start with the spider. The spider, you can see right here, clear resistance around Fibonacci 212. That's the key number. And the key number for the bears is 207. We usually go there around 208, 207, and we bounce. So that's the clear resistance that I see. And there's also support at the 200 moving average. Now, DMI is bearish and ADX is about 20, meaning the bears are strong. You see a bounce right here today, and it finished about the 50 simple moving average, or just one penny about below. But I think based on DMI, I think we're gonna test again the 207 area, this blue area. So keep an eye on this one. Absolutely, if the bulls take this resistance, this blue resistance, or Fibonacci 212, get long, because we're gonna go probably again to this resistance around 215. Now let's talk about the Russell. The Russell, let me show you. The Russell is very strong. It's again on the blue area. You see, every time we go to this blue area, we went there in the beginning of March, the beginning of April, the end of April. Now we have been here all month trying to break out this level, but the second candle never confirms. And usually when we go down from there, we go down very fast. So I'm thinking that if we don't break out tomorrow right here, I'm gonna probably enter some weekly puts to see if we can test again this resistance support right here and finally break down. I think this is gonna break down soon, because it's happening here so many times, and the bulls have failed so many times that if we go again to the support area, it's gonna go down and probably test the 123 or the 120 area. So those are the levels to watch. We have to see tomorrow's price action to see if we can make a decision on this one. Now let's talk about the Qs. Let me tell you something about the Qs. The Qs are bearish and is holding right here a perfect triangle wedge that you need to put in your watch list. Right here. If this thing break out around the apex of the triangle below the 50 simple moving average, this is gonna go down easily to 104. Now, be open mind. It can also break out and go to the 212. So keep an eye on those levels. Very easy trade. Trade with discipline with this if you enter this trade. Now let's talk about the VIX. The VIX, as you can see here, is just holding about the 1471 Fibonacci area. And I talk about this area many times, meaning that the bears is still there, but if we go about the 17 area, that's when you have to be careful, because there's going to be a lot of volatility and the market might break down. But right now the VIX is just telling up to be neutral, and I think the choppiness of the market is going to continue. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about GoPro. Okay, easy trade. Go long about 61.43, this Fibonacci resistance right here. DMI is bullish. There is a 70% probability that we're gonna break out the 61.43 area and probably go to the next Fibonacci resistance, which is 67. So that will be a nice trade if you can enter right now here, because you can get a lot of premium back if we go to 67 area. Now let's talk about Amazon. I have Amazon on my watch list. I keep watching this rectangle wedge, but I don't want to enter right now. I'm waiting to see if it break down or break out. Now the probabilities that it break down is like 40%, and the probabilities that it break out to the upside is like 60%. The probabilities that it moves sideways, I think, are very close into zero. I think it's gonna getting soon to make a move, and let's see what happens, because the earnings reports are very far. It's July 23rd, so this is gonna move soon. Probably take some calls if it takes the 50 simple moving average, which is 418. If he goes there, gets some calls, it will still inside the rectangle, but it will be a nice trade to go long. And the other level is 437. 437 key number to go long also. Now let's talk about Facebook. That's my only long position. Very tight resistance right here around 83. There was some resistance also at 82, but everything here is very tight. It's trading about the 50, it's trading about the 5, and there is a lot of support. You can see here this support, long term and short term. I'm thinking that this is gonna test 85, 81 Fibonacci resistance very soon, probably before the earnings report. So if we break down, then there is support right here in this trend line. So I'm not worried about this trade. I will add more if we break out about the 83 area. Facebook is bullish and it's getting strong. Now let's talk about the last one. Let's talk about Boeing. Boeing is, if you can see here, it's resisting at the 20 simple moving average, and I would want it to go long if you break out the 50 simple moving average around 146. Now, if you see, DMI is bullish, but it's very low in the ADX, meaning that a big move is coming because it has been going down for many days. I'm thinking that this high probability that we're gonna break out the 50 and continue to test again the 156 area. Traders, join McBillion. It's only $2 a day. You're gonna learn. You're gonna receive my alerts of all of these trades that are on my watch list and many others. We're doing very good. So join McBillion. This is everything for today. Trade on.